So one of the biggest questions I get in the game is, what do I do with the ability system? And when it comes down to that, it really depends on the unit and what you plan to do with them and things like that. So with a unit like AGL Goku over here, it's pretty straightforward for me. So a few things you need to know first of all, okay? When you're going into this, when you have a unit that does multiple attacks, you have to be really considerate about what they do. So, with Goku, first of all, pay attention to his 12 key. 12 key is the most important one to pay attention to. Massively raises defense for one turn and causes colossal damage. What is colossal damage? Well, colossal damage is slightly better than Supreme, not nearly as good as Immense. So, as we've seen when we damage test him, he's not really like the most stellar unit out there, right? Like, he does great. Don't get me wrong. He's a good hitter. But he's lagging behind in a lot of areas that the Mega Colossal really would help with. So when it comes down to this, pretty much what you want to do is you want to then look at the 18 key, okay? Massively raises attack for one turn and causes Mega Colossal damage to the enemy. Mega Colossal is way higher than Immense. It's really your damage producer. Now, the other thing you want to think about if I were to do double attack, because when you do double attack, you're only getting off the 12 key as a secondary attack. Is that going to be any good? So like with LR Broly, it's phenomenal. So he's already getting like an extra attack. To get a third, it's unnecessary, but it depends upon A, your team, B, if that's your experience with Broly with the World Tournament is the number one reason you would use him. So with LR Broly, I've given him a little bit of double attack, but I've given him a lot of crit. Because the other thing to think about here, we've come to know recently that crit actually has a multiplier built into it. So the higher your critical chance, the more damage your unit's going to do. So a unit with max crit could actually potentially sometimes out-damage unit with double attack. Because remember, the double attack's not guaranteed. The double attack is like with crit, it's a chance. The higher the number, the better the chance, but either way, you're kind of gambling on what your unit's going to do. So when it comes to a unit like this, I look at the 12 key, and I kind of see that as wasted potential. Okay? The number one unit here, in my opinion, that I can kind of compare this to is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, his colossal damage, his 12 key, is garbage. It doesn't get any of his passive boosts, it doesn't get anything. So when it comes to him, double attack is out. You don't even care about double attack. Double attack does absolutely nothing. With Goku here, I wouldn't be mad if I got double attack, but if you look at him, he's already got native double attack. So I think giving myself more than level 5 double attack isn't really beneficial to me, right? So the few times he's going to double attack, that's all cool. So what I want to do is I want to give him all crit, because that's going to give him the ability to do way more damage. Now, there is the probability, I'll get back to that one in a minute, there's the probability that if he does double attack, if I give him this much critical, he will probably double crit. Once again, though, we're talking about a colossal damage attack with a low, like 1.1 or whatever million attack modifier on this unit, which I say low, but it is kind of low for this unit. So, in my opinion and careful consideration, what I would do is I would go critical wherever possible. So that gives me that level 9 crit right there. Unfortunately, I do not have a second dupe of this Goku. When I do, I'm going to go over to the other side and I'm going to give him as much crit as possible. The rest of it, I'm going to give him evasion. Well, hold up. Wait a minute. Go back to his passive. Okay? Detail lists. Goku already has evasion built into his skills, but it's a medium chance of evading only the super attack. So regular attacks, he's still susceptible to, which in most cases are nothing. But if you're going to use them in Super Battle Road, you do not want to take regular attacks. Those regular attacks hurt as bad as super attacks. So for me, any opportunity I have to add extra evasion is, almost always beneficial. The only time it's not beneficial is when you have a unit that just will do crazy amounts of damage. Majin Vegeta, LR Broly, though LR Broly really does need some dodge because his passive sucks. Units like that, because remember, Majin Vegeta, his 12 key is his Mega Colossal, his 18 key is his Colossal. So in Majin Vegeta, you almost want to go double every single time, because his double attack actually could be better than his critical because of how hard it's going to hit. Give him a little bit of, like, I would almost balance critical and double attack on him, or at least close to it, because he's already going to have quite a bit of double attack to begin with. So it's going to, like, really hit insanely hard when he does. He's going to double crit all the time, and it's going to be disgusting when he does. So, things to think about. That is kind of my 2 cents on this. I've done this video before, but not since the revelation that criticals have a multiplier. So for me, on this unit, as much critical as I can get is going to be super beneficial, and then always aiming for his 18 key super attack. He might get a double attack every rare once in a while, but the nice part about that is when he does, he's more likely to double crit, which will just eviscerate the enemy. It's going to be amazing. Now, how does dodge work in this situation? Well, dodge is it's going to kind of piggyback off of the other skill set. So it's like 2 rolls of the die. So here he's level 3. So he's like, what, I forget, 5-6% chance, something like that, of dodging. It's not a great chance to dodge. But the medium chance is already like 40% or something like that. I don't remember the exact percentage. So basically you roll the die the first time, and you have a better chance of rolling it the second time. So it's all statistics. It's hard to explain. It's not really like, a 50% chance, but it's pretty damn close. So you've got really good odds of getting a dodge off. So I think I'd get one more dodge over on the other side, because there's one over there that you can only do double attack or dodge on. So I'm going to have like level 5 double attack, level 15 crit, and level 6 dodge when all is said and done. And that means that this unit's going to dodge fairly effectively. When there's a super attack incoming, there are situations where you might see him dodge, but not do his retaliation, just because, remember, this is just dodge. This doesn't have a retaliation metric built into it. So that's that situation where really your dodge mechanic in here just came stupid lucky. But for me, for my money, that's kind of where I am with the ability system. Now, will double attack ever get off an 18 key? No. If you have units like the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, where their best is the 11 key, but their base is the 9 key, double attack will do the 9 key. Whatever the lowest number it is, or lowest amount to get off a super attack is, the double attack will always go for that. It's very lazy in that respect. So that's the best way to think about it. Double attack is a lazy attack, so it will 9 times out of 10 be weaker. So double attack is not as beneficial in most situations, and with crit having a slight modifier to it, a multiplier to it, crit really is the way to go. So just a little discussion, I guess, about crit versus double, because I get this question all the time on stream. What should I do in the ability system? So, and I've covered this before, but I just thought it was worth going back over. That's the discussion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Did I miss anything? Did I forget something? Because I tend to do that and people scream at me. So that's the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Follow the Birdman. Hit me up a Booker. I'm actually in the middle of doing the damage test. Let's get back to the damage test.